In this video, I'm going to focus my attention only on the imagery that you see on the screen before you and try to keep this video under a few minutes. But it appears that we're seeing some sort of in plain sight, and I think the real reason they do this on a occult level is not to reduce their own karmic consequences for their own actions, but something built in within this matrix that is constantly showing us in plain sight that which they serve. And so, for example, there are Christians that voted for Donald Trump. They're going to be faced with this imagery, and I'm seeing how people are making excuses also. Donald Trump saying that torture works. They're supporting that statement where they didn't support that statement during Obama or Bush, but they will under Trump. This is very interesting psychology. So this seems to be about, in plain sight, people are being reminded they have free will. I mean, this is the system that Donald Trump is serving. This is really what's behind it all. And so here we have the swearing-in ceremony of the new Secretary of Defense, and this person does want war with Russia. This new Secretary of Defense, we see the Vice President with his dark, beady eyes. The man doesn't really appear fully human, in my opinion. In fact, he's very creepy. In fact, a lot of other people have picked up on this, and they're not a fan of him, but they still have found a way to apologize for the actions of Donald Trump. Oh, Donald Trump knows what he's doing, just like what they said about Obama, that Obama was getting ready to backstab the Republicans and pull us out of the war. He never did that, and he ended up leaving us $20 trillion in debt. Here we have Donald Trump, a new Obama for the right. As we saw Bush sign the Patriot Act, as we saw Obama dig the grave of the U.S. even deeper with the banker bailouts, here we see a famous signature with Donald Trump and multiple executive orders that are going to come and bite America in the ass later on, and maybe even cost us our nation itself. Only time will tell in this Trump casino how rigged the whole thing really is. But I will also draw your attention to not only the imagery behind Donald Trump as he signs the Muslim ban, as he signs other executive orders, things that ultimately are about destroying America by design, destroying our image worldwide. This is fulfilling a true globalist agenda in a way that many in the alternative media and conspiracy research community are not even considering. They're acting like they're under a spell. They're acting like they're under Trump's spell. But we can see this type of body language from the vice president. It appears that he is the handler or master, and that this is being done in plain sight. They're showing this to you, the body language, and how he stares and almost burns a hole into Trump as he watches his every action. And then we see Donald Trump standing up as the Secretary of Defense, gives his allegiance, right? Provides his allegiance. Right before this imagery of the Baphomet and the Pentagram, if I didn't reference that already, of course. Same symbolism as the Pentagon, with some sort of goddess imagery in the center. It's all right there in the image before you. But we have Donald Trump as if on cue, as if he knows where to stand, as if the man knows exactly where to stand, as if this has been rehearsed before. For Donald Trump to stand in just the right position to where when he is standing there, the man has horns because of the imagery behind him. When he gets up from signing and moves over to the left as the Secretary of Defense does his swearing in, Donald Trump has moved into a position to where there are literal horns coming out of his head. This isn't by accident. This isn't some CNN prank. This is how the White House, on their own YouTube channel, seriously, that's where these images come from. It's the White House YouTube footage. The White House YouTube channel. I want you to think about this, and I'm going to close. The White House YouTube channel is revealing, showing, indicating, portraying Donald Trump as a human being that is signing this document, before this Baphomet, Pentagram, goddess worship, and perhaps there's more symbolism. It also even looks very like Stargate-ish or reptilian when you look at what's above the pentagram. And then you look to the left when Donald Trump stands up as the Secretary of Defense begins his swearing in, and the man has horns. Donald Trump is now standing there in a more overt way than I have seen with past presidents. But I think that they may have done this with Obama before, with the devil horns. I'm not entirely sure. But this is one of the most incredibly overt cases of devil horn satanic symbolism that I've seen in some time.